let me start recording here so that I can actually put this online and monetize it. I can't monetize it. There's going to be some trailer music in here that's going to get copyright claimed. Honestly, like, Silksong obviously is not happening. Unless it is, in which case I called it, but it's obviously not happening. Unless it is, but it's not. Silksong's obviously not happening. Basically, like, the safe bet with a direct like this, like the last direct for like, the Switch 1, is they'll showcase some ports for old games that are, like, coming and which will also be on the Switch 2. Like, maybe they'll have, like, one big hype thing to try and induce people to, you know, move the last little bit of Switch 1 stock, right? Like, one hype. Like, there's been people talking about Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War, right? Which, like, has been rumored for ages and ages and ages. And I mean, they could probably drop that, like, a remake of that as, like, the last big Switch 1 game, right? Like, and then it'll run on Switch 2 anyway, like, so who cares? Wind Waker remake is also a rumor. Yeah, I don't buy that. I don't buy that they would, like, do another Wind Waker remake. If they do, it's just gonna be a port of the Wii U version, because there's no reason to fuck with it. Like, the big rumors around the Zelda stuff forever has been releases of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, the HD versions, to Switch, right? Like, that has been the forever thing. Tears of the Kingdom, Hyrule Warriors. Yeah, see, like, I could see a Hyrule Warriors. Like, that would be the kind of game they might drop on, like, the Switch 1, because Hyrule Warriors runs terribly on Switch 1. Like, just absolutely tank the frame rate. So that's the kind of game you could drop at the end of the old platform's life cycle, and then, like, it's running even better on Switch 2 in the direct next week or whatever, right? Master Chief can finally shoot Mario. 1-2 Switch 2. Tears of the Kingdom remaster. No, God, they won't. Like, I trust Nintendo not to do dumb shit like that. But I really am of the opinion is, like, how the fuck do we have Skyward Sword on the Switch and not Twilight Princess? How have they not ported over, like, yeah. They have the 3DS remasters for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask as well in their pocket, which they could just drop on, like, Switch. Well, they couldn't just drop. They would need to do a lot of work to sort of, like, remaster the game so that they work on Switch. But, like, they have the 3D, like, they have the assets for the 3DS remakes of both of those games, and I feel like it's reasonably doable to, like, port that to work on Switch. But, like, mostly what I'm expecting is here we'll get, like, the last rush of, like, indie games here and there and some ports of some old games that they want to get on the Switch, and, like titles that aren't hype or interesting enough to be used to sell the Switch 2. Like, stuff that they're not going to use to advertise the Switch 2, but which they still want to get on the platform, right? Kingdom Hearts side game again. Yeah, what the fuck is the latest news? There was that Kingdom Hearts game. We know Kingdom Hearts 4 is in development, because we got that trailer 5 million years ago. But wasn't there also a side game that they announced at some point that we just never heard anything about? New Animal Crossing? No. If there's a new Animal Crossing, it'll be a launch title for the Switch 2. Like, they will not put that on Switch 1. GTA 6 is releasing exclusively on the Switch. Very funny. Mario Paint there has actually, like, that's for Switch 2. There's been talk about, like, maybe they'll do a Mario Paint for that because the Switch 2 will have the mouse thing. So there's been talk about that. Like, I'm personally quite excited for, like, the mouse functionality on the Switch, because, like, there's a lot of games that you can port to the Switch once you have a mouse as a controller option. They might use this direct to talk about launch titles for Switch 2. No, they have said quite clearly there will be no Switch 2 discussion whatsoever in this direct. Like, they've made that clear, and I believe them. Yeah, Phantom Hourglass. Like, there's a bunch of 3DS games. Like, that's the thing that's been missing from the Switch, right? Is 3DS games have been missing, right? Like, they've ported everything, but DS and 3DS games have not been there because the Switch kind of can't do the dual screen thing, right? Can you imagine Elden Ring on Switch? I could, actually. If the Switch can run Doom and The Witcher 3, it can run Elden Ring. Just, you know, with a lot of port work to try and, you know. Warframe runs on the Switch. Yeah. Pokemon Black 2 remake would be so cool. I don't think they would drop a remake like that on the Switch 1. I absolutely do see the idea that, like, something like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon getting a port or something. Like, that's not impossible to me. But a mainline Pokemon game of any kind, even a remake, no. Like, there's the Dragon Quest HD 2D update, like, remasters or remake things that they've got going on. Those are probable. Like, those are likely to be shown here. Wouldn't they have announced Pokemon stuff during Pokemon Day? Yeah, also that. Kid Icarus. I would love a port of Kid Icarus Uprising, because that game is fucking impossible to play on 3DS. No, it's not. But if they could update the controls for that to work on Switch with some mildly updated graphics, I'd fucking be up for that. Sakurai is working on a project. When is that man not working? When is that man not working on like 5 million things? When is that man ever taking a holiday? A Castlevania port isn't impossible, although I would say, like, probably more likely if it is Castlevania anything, it'll be a Castlevania collection kind of deal. Tomodachi Life sequel. I'm not hopeful for that. Okay, let's see then. You're hearing the audio, right? Good. Dragon Quest. Well, I was right about that. Not that that was a hard thing to predict. I really should play them at some point. I've never really... I played Dragon Quest 7, I think, or 9? No, 7. Journey of the Cursed King. I played that one on PS2 back in the day, but that's about the only Dragon Quest game I've played. It does have that HD 2D problem of way too many light effects in Bloom, which is something I really wish they'd kind of get over with these HD 2D style remasters. It's like, the Bloom can be effective, but there's a limit. Like, look at the shadows that are constantly surrounding all the character sprites, for example. It's like, yeah, there are better ways to integrate and, like, composite that. Why does every RPG do it nowadays? Because it's, like, an easy way to upscale the game and sell it on nostalgia.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd. So please tune in for that as well.
Yeah, I will.
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future. Okay.
What, you're not even gonna give us a release date for it? Okay.
Escape from dire straits.
No hope. X, go.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
AI the Somnium Files. Huh.
The latest entry in the the Somnium Files series is
Or
stirring.
I suppose.
You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts.
The resolution looks real scrungly.
Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No sleep for Kaname Date from the Somnium Files.
There's something fucky about the resolution on that trailer. I don't know.
Unleash the supernatural.
Sorry for the Discord notification noise if you heard that. Ah, right, that was the Major Japan Shin Megami Tensei thing.
Classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay.
I think we've seen this
Set in
before,
the
right?
capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raidou Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raidou must investigate a series of supernatural cases.
That sure was a run animation on that wolf creature.
Alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Raidou through a series of strange incidents.
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
As he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raidou Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th.
Yeah, sure. Again, these seem like the kinds of games that I was expecting. Right, like ports and remasters of old things that they want to drop on the Switch.
Consume darkness. With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world.
Oh, I've seen that.
Where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck.
That's already out on PC,
But
right?
who is this spherical
But
stranger?
it's the Pac-Man
Moored in a
game.
mysterious, maze-like world.
Based
Your
on like the
battle for
Amazon
survival begins.
thing. What was it
As
called?
Puck
Next
guides
level?
you on
Secret
your
level?
journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before.
Waka, 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 waka.
Tread lightly.
I mean, if you're gonna do something with Pac-Man, I guess this is something to do with it. Like,
When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks.
it does have that play shapes animation style, I will say, which I've never really been a fan of. Kind of the same reason I've never really gelled with Ender Lilies is that like rig animation thing that they do.
To uncover Puck's true goal
I just don't like it that much.
and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
This is so funny.
The rhythmic march begins.
Patapon!
Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata Pata Patapon advances them forward, while Pon Pon Patapon has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power. From the horse riding
Patapon is such a
Cubapon
just
to the
joyous
shield-shouting
little game.
Tatepon, Build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth. When Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch...
Shit, I might check that out, actually. I haven't played Patapon in so long.
Welcome to Zephyrtown, a cozy place nestled
Oh,
in a
look, it's the
windswept
Stardew Valley game of the Direct.
This is where your new life begins.
Again, yeah, Story of Seasons this time, okay. Way too the fuck much bloom going on here.
Cropping up on the Nintendo DS system. This immersive farming and
Cozy
life
slop.
has
Yeah,
no
Anton, you're right
shortage of
about it.
activities
That's,
to get up to.
I think that's a fair thing to coin for some of these games.
Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals.
Because there's a fuck of a lot of these that really don't have anything on their mind or anything to say except, here's some numbers, grind some numbers,
Sales
right?
grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone.
And like, not that there's anything wrong with enjoying it. I have enjoyed many of them. It's just,
Plus, taking advantage of Zephyrtown's windy
There's a-
conditions can make travel and other tasks
there's a severe
a
limit
breeze.
of sort of introspection or innovation. Very few of these games want to say anything
Winds of
about
change are coming, and
farming,
your new
right? Like,
life
what
on the
is farming? What does it
farm
mean to grow
begins
food? Like, what does it mean to be a part of a
Story of
community? It's
Seasons
just kind of like,
Grand
here's
Bazaar launches on the
here's your
Nintendo
cozy
Switch
fantasy. You
August 27th.
nope, you don't have any problems and grow crops.
Please
I
look
don't know.
forward to the latest
Like,
entry
what
in
crops?
the
Who
Story of
cares?
Seasons
Make money.
series. Next, please take a look at this.
Fields of Mystery I have quite enjoyed. Because that does seem to be trying to do something narratively. Like, nothing groundbreaking, just, you know, it's trying to do something. Hang on. I feel like I recognize... Yes! It is Metroid! So that will be the Switch 1 version we're seeing here. It does show in the textures and stuff that this is, like... willing to bet that there's a much, much prettier version on Switch 2.
This
Not that it looks
is the
bad,
unknown
though.
Planet Vuros.
That's a strong art direction.
Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward. She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
I'm interested in the purple tints on Samus here. Because purple is not usually Samus's color, right? Like, usually it's orange and green that are like her primary and accent color. So what's with the purple? Yeah, like, is that Phazon?
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
Psychic abilities, okay.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beings with the power of her mind.
I do wish they would have stayed with leaning into her Metroid
Were
powers.
these powers bestowed upon Samus.
From Dread. Ooh. Oh, some people are going to have gender about that character.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
Interesting. Ooh. Race car suit.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus.
This is again a game
Hope you're looking forward to
I'm
exploring
playing on Switch 2.
Samus's
I'm
new
not playing it on
psychic
Switch 1.
abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Ready to stir up some mischief? Once upon a time,
Oh, it's
there
not
was a
Potionomics,
drab
no.
coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe.
Oh, it's Disney
As
shit.
the
All right.
newest Potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains.
Jafar, what the
and
fuck
get
are
to
you
know
wearing?
them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them
Did he
to
sleep
your
over with Dr.
villainous
Facilier and
visitors,
just steal some of his
including
clothes? Like, what
Ursula
happened?
and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations. The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines.
I like the
leading to
artwork
different
on it. Like,
outcomes
it's
every
lovely
time
and
you
expressive.
play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains.
Don't know that I
Cursed Cafe
want to play it,
launches on
but-
Nintendo Switch later today. Summon a spellbinding adventure.
Oh, I've seen this one. The studio's been posting about it on TikTok, I think.
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students
Oh,
strive to
no,
master
wait.
the
Yeah, it's
magical
Chucklefish
arts.
publishing it, but I think I know it's
During
the same.
class, use magic circles
Willing to bet that's the
perform
same
rituals,
studio as the ones who
rely
did
on
the
brooms,
Bandle
and learn advanced
And,
techniques
like,
to go from witch in training
Moonlighter?
to
Was that the other
skilled
one?
spellcaster.
Or was it
There's also plenty to do outside of class.
not Moonlighter? Was
Hang out
it
with
the
friends
other
at
one?
their homes.
Graveyard Keeper?
Take on various jobs.
Whatever
help
happened to
pay for
Bandle? It
tuition.
came out and didn't do much.
Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make
I do have a
magic
lot of
together in
fondness for
online co-op.
for like
Explore this
isometric
whimsical
pixel
world
art.
on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey?
I miss Riot Forge. Yeah.
Enrollment begins when Witchbrook
Very
flies
bitter
onto
thing when
Nintendo
they killed
Switch
it.
this holiday. Action, adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover
Hollow
the
Knight
secrets
Grandpa
the
song,
archipelago
yeah.
holds? Find out when the eternal life of Goldman
Oh,
launches
I'm not
on
that
Nintendo
old
Switch
yet.
this holiday.
Leave me alone.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games.
I only have a
across the
few white
series.
hairs in my beard.
Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Life Force, Gradius 2,
Yeah,
Gradius
more
3,
ports again. I kind of want to know more
and
about that.
Salamander 2.
Old
Some
man
titles
Hollow
come
Knight
with
game.
Multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Wait, a brand new entry.
Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the beat in
Rift of the NecroDancer coming out.
Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in
I played the
rhythm-based
demo.
combat.
It's
Keep the cadence
fucking
going
difficult.
with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remixed stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical
like the
mayhem
input
awaits in the
for how
Select
you
Music
read
Pack
the
paid
note
DLC.
chart of this fucking game is it's
Be on the lookout for
Takes a-
more DLC
Oh!
in the future. Rift
Fucking
of the
pizza tower?
NecroDancer
Okay.
Launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Let's see what's in store.
Is that push mode? No, okay.
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand
Ah,
new entry in the
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi Connection
Still
series.
exists.
There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before.
Okay, but do you still clean up poop?
And classic Tamagotchi. Business
Do they shit on the floor and then you have to clean it up? I feel like that's a core part of the Tamagotchi gameplay experience.
Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
Ah, right. So they're giving us a little bit of Pokemon something. Again, a game I would rather play on the Switch too, given how the first Legends ran.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon.
Poor Chikorita. People were so mean about Chikorita when it was revealed as a starter. I also think it's the worst starter of its generation, but like, come on.
To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
You see the anti-homeless architecture on the benches back there? I think that's very funny that that exists in the Pokemon world.
These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city.
So go there and kill them!
You can catch Pokemon here. But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
I was rather hoping that they would continue with like the open world
Lumio City.
wide nature thing, because I
When night falls,
ooh.
the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers await in battle zones.
They're not doing actual battle royale shit though, are they?
If you're
They
spotted,
kind
challenge
of
you to
are?
battle.
But it's not like other trainers can
Strike
interrupt you,
first
right?
Before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
Show us a new Mega, though. Show us a new Mega or two. Come on.
You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A. Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted.
I do feel the character design, it's becoming less and less stylized in a lot of ways, and I feel like there's a little of a bit of a pity.
Day and night are 2 sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure? Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch.
Like, they did a style update for the franchise with Scarlet and Violet, and they really took out a lot of the cartoony stylization.
The aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
Hello there. Boop. The game you're about to see, boop, doesn't have a big, epic story, boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm.
It is
games.
Rhythm Heaven! Holy shit! Rhythm Heaven!
You wanna see?
Oh, man, the fellas over at GVG are gonna be so fucking excited.
Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop. It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky. Boop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm? In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm.
I mean, Rhythm Heaven is fucking iconic.
And be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
See, I'm genuinely very surprised, but at most I would have expected some ports of Rhythm Heaven. 2026? The Switch 2 will be out by then. Okay.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it.
I still have in my head that 1-bit Rhythm Heaven game with the interview with the wrestler. That true?
Please take a look.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one.
Yes.
Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
Uh-huh.
But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card.
Huh?
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games. When purchasing the digital version of the game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card.
Yes, and then
allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
But if they're just downloaded games.
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems,
yes,
you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
I cannot. That's just cloud
you can play
saves.
this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card.
But that I can.
With
that
virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems.
But I can already do that.
Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards.
See, now that makes more sense to me. Okay, so here's the point of it. You can lend out games from your... That makes sense. That's actually kind of a cool feature.
And who you're lending it to. And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you.
That's actually
Making
pretty cool.
Digital games even easier to use.
Now it makes sense. Now I see it. But what a Nintendo fucking way of doing that.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems.
That is the most Nintendo way of doing that possible.
This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look
Only for your family
at more
group, right?
Nintendo
Yeah, but you
Switch
can just put anyone in the family group. Like, presumably it's a feature to incentivize more people to get the family thing. Family Switch Online thing, whatever. But yeah, here come the ports of a bunch of games that have already been out for ages. And a bunch of indies, yeah. The Wandering Village is really good, though. I would recommend playing it on PC rather than Switch, but it's quite a good game. Oh, that's not a good frame rate. That's a very bad frame rate. Jeez. Rune Factory Animal Crossing, I guess.
Uncover history once more. An HD remaster of SaGa Frontier 2
SaGa
is
Frontier.
entering onto Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will, the Explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies.
I
will
never played
intertwine
SaGa Frontier,
across
but ooh, those
generations in
backgrounds,
this
though.
epic RPG.
That's like fully redrawn. Or did they rescan the old
Experience
ones?
The original story, along with brand new events.
See,
that
I like
expand
this
the
better than
vibrant
HD
world
2D.
of
Okay, so there's
SaGa.
definitely some upscaling going on. I can see some like upscaling artifacts.
Plus,
But yeah, it looks like they
team up with
got
more
the original
characters in
assets and
battle.
rescanned them. Damn.
And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? SaGa Frontier
Like, there's a
2
little awkwardness
Remastered
between the sprites and the
launches on
backgrounds,
Nintendo
but, like,
Switch later today.
that has a lot of charm.
Monumental adventures.
Oh, hey, Monument
await.
Valley. Another one of those, like, yeah, we want to get this on the
Embark
Switch.
Peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure.
It's
through
visually
motherhood
very pretty.
as
Like,
she and her
Monument
child
Valley
unlock the
is
secrets of the
visually
sacred geometry.
gorgeous.
Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first two Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch.
Better Captain Toad?
April
No.
15th.
Not at all.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch.
And a
this
sequel
summer.
on top of it all. Makes sense. Is this Everybody's Golf? Oh, uncanny. Uncanny. Oh no. Anime head
Brand new
on human
entry in
body.
the Everybody's
Oh no.
Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I do not care for that.
Aim,
Those proportions are
time
wrong.
your button press just right, and take
Oh,
your
it's the
shot.
motion capture jank. It's like that's the thing that happens when you try and put an anime head on like a motion capture
Side spins
rig. Oh dear.
and other special shots. In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face
Oh,
off
I do
against
not
a
care for
range of
that.
rivals to become the ultimate golfer.
Oh no.
In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes. Or
I hear that Everybody's
obstacles
Golf
might
is like
fall.
a solid
It's
little
golf,
casual
it's
golf
not
game.
quite
Like I
par
hear it's
for the
okay.
course. Up to
But
four
oh
golfers can
no,
hit the
no, I
fairway
don't like
together
that style at
locally
all.
Or in online play.
There's a real disconnect between the animation of
So
the heads
just
and the
relax.
whole rest of the body.
And get
That's
ready
not
to
good.
tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch.
It's like someone
this
wearing an
year.
anime girl mascot head. Exactly. Marvel?
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up two
Hey,
heroes from the
Cosmic-
roster of
okay, so
15,
it's like a-
including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious
So it's like a new version of the old
Wolverine to take
arcade,
on the
yeah.
challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial
Wait, did I
aces,
just see Venom
you
get
can mix
partially
and match a
naked when he
variety
used
of
his
heroes
abilities?
for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of two at any time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm
I'm kinda
your
glad
foes. Plus, up to
at
4
the
players can assemble
revival of the
for
beat 'em up
online
genre.
co-op play.
Like, it had its heyday with the arcade back in the olden days.
The Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle
Yeah, like
as a tag team
Shadows of
different
Mystara, or
superheroes.
whatever it was called, the D&D
Next,
beat 'em up games.
here's
They're
our
quite good.
last game announcement.
There's a really good port of that
Take a
on
look.
PC. You can find it on Steam. Chronicles of Mystara, yeah. That's not Animal Crossing. Is that Tomodachi Life? For real?
How refreshing.
The Mii's survive! It's Tomodachi Animal Crossing. Holy shit. Oh, people are gonna do some unhinged shitposting with this game. Excellent. Yes!
Did you want to talk?
Ah. Glad that was only a dream.
Rhythm Heaven and Tomodachi
That
Life.
was
That's
Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream.
that's
The
genuinely
first
surprising.
entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters.
I
living
did
on an island
not
out at
think
sea.
Tomodachi Life had a
What kinds
chance.
of interactions do you think they'll have?
Especially since Nintendo has kind of
We
just
hope you're
killed the
looking forward
Mii's.
to
Like,
it.
they're not really interested in them anymore.
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
What's the one more thing?
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
Not a game.
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Miyamoto?
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
Oh! I
Thank
like
you
what he's
for
done with the
watching
hair.
Today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch.
Are you...
Thank you all very much.
What are you doing? What are you announcing?
Continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations. But we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly.
You're announcing a YouTube channel?
This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today.
Oh, okay, a news app. Fair enough. Really? That's your
which
one more
functions
thing?
like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about
That can't
Nintendo
be
games
your
and
one more
characters
thing.
every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well.
Okay, well, sure.
Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
I don't think I'll do that. I'll just see it when it gets posted on
Anyone
Twitter.
with a
Or,
Nintendo
well,
account can
Blue
use
Sky
the
this,
app,
at this
so
point,
please
not
try it
Twitter. Ugh. Social media, whatever.
That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
I will not. Why the fuck would you wheel Miyamoto out to announce that?
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
That was their one more thing. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, that was their one more thing. Okay. Oh, Nintendo. Oh, Nintendo. Nintendo. That kind of shit should have been right in the middle of the fucking Direct, right? Like, that should have been a thing they sort of drop near the start somewhere, and then they finish on Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven. How the fuck is that their one more thing? That's a funny way to structure it, I will say that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Metroid Prime 4 might have been the one more thing, right?
Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different...
Let me see if I can find...
Hotshots land, including the likes of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge.
Yeah, see? He, like, he gets partly naked when he uses his abilities. Oh, they know who the market for Venom is. They know, they understand, they see us. So what did we get, ultimately? More or less what I thought we'd get. More or less, like, a bunch of, like, ports, games that have already been announced. You know, Dragon Quest, which doesn't get a release date for some fucking... Just 2025, which, like, yeah, we knew that. I think we knew that already.
Okay, let's...
Then visual novel, Shin Megami Tensei port of the Dark Horror Pac-Man Metroidvania. Patapon! Quite happy with Patapon. Then we get Cozy Slop. Well, yeah. I mean, I like the character designs well enough in this. Metroid, I want to see what Metroid looks like on Switch 2, though. Like, because the textures and the geometry in this version of the game are clearly, like, they're working hard to optimize that for the Switch 1 hardware. Which, you know, good job. Like, it looks like it's running pretty fucking smooth the whole trailer through. But you can also kind of tell that it's running on some fairly weak hardware. And I really want to see if they do something interesting. Like if they do like a real visual upgrade for the Switch 2 version or not. They might not. Like they might commit to Prime 4 being like a Switch 1 title, and then you could play it on Switch 2, but it's made for Switch 1. Which, like, I mean, that was what it was supposed to be originally. So that kind of makes sense. Let's just have a look at the race car suit again. It is kind of Iron Man, too. Like, the red makes it kind of unavoidably very Iron Man. In color scheme. I do like the swoop. Like, there's a lot of, like, very effective, sleek swooping curves. That has to be, like, the speed booster upgrade or something, right? Like, it's red. It goes fast. I know Warhammer.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus.
A coffee shop that transformed into a magical...
Ursula kind of serving, though, like...
potion.
And I was like, Gaston as like an insufferable sweater vest, like tennis douchebag, is like, that feels pretty true to the character.
Cafe. As the newest potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft...
But like, Jafar, what the fuck are you wearing? Dude, no. That is insufficiently cunty for Jafar. Like, come on, it's a fucking suit? No! That's not, like, no! You don't put Jafar in a suit. I thought that was Facilia. Yeah, that's also the thing. Like, Jafar needs to wear something big and fucking flashy. He needs to sashay around that shit.
Concoctions for Disney villains. And get to know...
Also, Hook? Where's Hook Strip? Where is it? Where, like, Hook? Did you see Hook in his own fucking movie? How much that man picks out his fits? How extremely careful he is about, like, it needs to be big, it needs to be floral, it needs to be wide. Like, come on, like, Hook, did you break up with Shmi? Isn't he there to dress you anymore? Is that what's happened? Yeah, they de-yassified him.
Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston, with help from...
Yzma. Is that the evil queen from Snow White? I think it is.
Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations. The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on
Right, Old Man Hollow Knight. Let me just have another look at that.
mission
The Eternal Life of
to
Goldman.
eliminate a mysterious
Oh, I kind of dig the character design of the enemies here. Also, I like they can play as an old man who like actually gets to do I like that. It's rare that we like there needs to be more games where you can play as an old man or an old like just an old person in general.
deity in this hand.
But like damn, some fucking good enemy character designs. Like the connected gas mask two-headed monster thing, that's pretty fucking cool.
Adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts. Then use
Those are fully some fucking Hollow Knight enemies, though.
abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secret?
Oh, what's going on with that guy? Some bad shit. Like his guts are open and like
Archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
there's a lot of cool art in this game. Holy shit. I need to play this. I need to like just if nothing else then for the artwork, man.
Celebrate the
Some genuinely gorgeous art design.
Tamagotchi.
Now, let's see if we can spot anything in the Pokemon trailer.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series.
I mean, I really hope Chikorita gets a new third stage evolution. I really hope, like, all of them, like, I would assume so, because that's what happened in the last Legends game. I want to see whatever the new Chikorita third stage evolution is, because, like, Meganium has always been a disappointing final grass evolution, because there's nothing there. It doesn't really do much. They might all get Mega Evolutions. They will definitely get Mega Evolutions. That's gonna fucking rule.
Begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis.
So, unlike Legends Arceus, the frame rate is good. Like, it looks like it's running okay. So that's something.
Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games. Lumio
Like, they seem to have sort of worked out a bunch of the kinks with the optimization.
City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan.
Still, like, the character designs have really, like, they have kind of tried to make, not realistic, but they make them more realistic in, like, proportion. And they've really toned down, like, when you think back on, like, earlier Pokemon generations, the way that Sugimori, like, used a lot of caricature in his character design style, right? Like, a lot of expression, a lot of exaggeration of traits, right? Like, there's a lot of exaggeration in old Pokemon character design that's kind of gone now in favor of a much more, like, standard anime body type, standard anime faces.
Here, we'll get
kind of thing where, like, a lot of the caricature, the exaggeration is really rather gone in favor of everyone just sort of looking generically good, right? Pokemon games used to have ugly characters in them, right? Characters that were specifically meant to be like, oh, that's a little crusty and fucked up. That's kind of gone. You don't really get that anymore.
a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
Everything sort of defaults to appeal a lot more in Pokemon character design nowadays, which, you know, I mean, they've been doing that since Sword and Shield. Yeah, like it's been an ongoing process. And I do mourn that a little bit, like, because I feel like it reflects a prioritization that, like, the Pokemon franchise is caring less and less about the human characters, and more like it's more and more about just, you know, things looking cool rather than.
scattered all over town.
At least
are
we have
wild
fan
zones.
games. Yeah, well.
These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here.
It is interesting in terms of like I'm thinking back to Legends Arceus, like turning the wild zones into these like very small contained city parks is definitely going to feel a lot different than running around the wilds in Arceus out in nature. But I don't know that it's going to be worse necessarily. Like this might actually work a little bit better in some ways. Because like there was a lot of empty kind of unused space in Arceus that's just like, yeah, here's a bump map with a bunch of Pokemon on it, but nothing of interest, like no design. I think some like having these bounded areas hopefully will lead to better level design in the wild areas, but we'll see.
But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even...
I don't like those elevators, though. I really don't like those elevators. Like, that is just, you go over to the side of a building and then just teleport up. Like, come on, give us an actual... If we need to climb a building, give us an actual elevator. Give us stairs. Give us a ladder so I can sing the song. Like, do whatever. Anything other than just, like, press button to teleport.
Can be found on rooftops.
Yeah, paternoster lifts. Like, fucking do that.
Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City.
Like, make it integrated into the infrastructure, right? Like, it's like, this is about the infrastructure and, like, the nature of the city. It's like, okay, but then the way you get up to the rooftop should be with a fucking set of stairs, then.
But when night...
Or just, like, with Pokemon. Like, a million Pokemon can fly. Like, there's a fucking... Like, just have a fucking Machamp or a Sneasel that's just like, I'll take you up to the top. Like, do whatever. Like, anything other than just press button to teleport. That sucks.
The city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
Yeah, again, like, I'm thinking about, like, how would a character like this, he's like a barista or something, or whatever. How would a character like that be presented in, like, a Gen 4 game relative to this? And it's like, this is so... He has no costume, right? He has no costume. He has no real hairstyle. He has no... There's nothing notable or interesting or striking about him at all.
You to battle.
No posture either, yeah. That's the other thing, is, like, Pokemon characters... And again, like, this is partly because you have to have, like, 5 billion NPCs walking around, and they all have to be mocapped for a bunch of their animation, probably. Like, who knows? But, like, Pokemon characters used to be very defined by, like, really striking posture and stances, and, like, exaggerated costuming and caricature, and it's like, it's gone.
Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack.
And it's a pity, because, like, it's still there in the Pokemon design, right? Like, the Pokemon are still highly exaggerated, very cartoony creatures, and they're just sort of, they fit less and less with the character design of, like, the human characters.
Using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
It really doesn't feel like Diggersby here is from the same, like, the same physical universe as the humans, does it?
With Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
Also, Nintendo, you should have shown us at least one new Mega. Like, come on.
You'll start at Rank Z and work your way up to Rank A. Trainers who reach the top are said to...
I'm going to reach Rank A and abolish all forms of transit Lumios except taxis. Sure, man.
To have a wish granted. Day and night are two sides to Lumio City.
I still adore the fan theory that the player characters are because Professor Sycamore fucked the main character's mom from the original.
More secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure? Pokémon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Okay, what else was there that's... Let's have a look at fucking Rhythm Heaven again.
Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop. In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
I like the range of art styles. I've always liked the range of art styles in Rhythm Heaven
Get
games.
into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Heaven Groove.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. Here is
Heritage System. Heroes whose
Like, actually, like, yeah, like, there's definitely some upscaling artifacts on the artwork that they use for the backgrounds, but,
HD remaster
like, this all...
of SaGa Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
This has, like, a lovely
Miko Style,
watercolor
the Royal
crustiness to
Heir,
it.
and Will the Explorer.
Also, is that guy... Does he have, like, a leg made out of a tree trunk? Wait.
Two heroes whose fates and legacies
Yeah, like... I really like the
intertwine
backgrounds.
across generations in this epic RPG.
Like, they really don't mesh smoothly with the character sprites at all, but, like, there's a lot of... Like, you can see an artist's hand in this. You really can. Like, you can see someone fucking scratching at a piece of paper with an ink pen.
Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale.
I really like this.
Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against
Some
even more
lovely
powerful
enemy sprites in
bosses.
the battles as well.
What histories will you uncover through the ages? SaGa Frontier 2 Remastered.
That is really nice.
In the fight against
game announcement.
How refreshing.
Tomodachi Life also has the sense of humor that's just inherent in its art style. Like, the occasionally they choose to render objects as just, like, photographs of things.
Did you want to talk?
Aw. Glad that was only a dream.
That
Okay. I mean, that was about what I was expecting from a direct like this. Right? Lots of ports, lots of, like, low-impact games, stuff they want to get out the door before Switch 2 hits. And then, like, a couple of things that I did not fucking see coming. Again, if Rhythm Heaven was going to get a new game, I would have expected it on Switch 2. Like, I completely understand making it a thing on Switch 1 to kind of try and keep pushing that hardware before the new thing launches, but... Damn. Rhythm Heaven and Tomodachi Life. That sure is a thing. Anyway, I need to, hang on. For YouTube, I do need to do the self-promotion thing. I keep forgetting to do it, but That's because of the way that I am as a person. I have merchandise, YouTube. Look at that, YouTube. I don't know that they can see it on... Yeah, I'm streaming to Discord. They can see it. Hello, merchandise. There are shirts. There are mugs. There are prints of artwork and also pins with the artwork upon them and stickers. And socks. Maybe don't buy the socks. You can buy it. You can give me money for the things, and then you can have them on your body or drink fluids out of them and ingest those fluids into your body and thus make a part of me a part of you forevermore. And when I transition to my final fungal form, you too will be a host for my eternal consciousness. Doesn't that sound fun? Anyway, that was a Nintendo Direct. Bye.